Hello Scorpio, welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is a little mid-month check-in with you. We are doing 3 cards for each of the signs, whereby I had some extra time in my schedule and I thought, why not spend it with you, lovely lot. So we are doing Scorpio. So how has September been so far for you, Scorpio? How has it been? We are using the Tarot of the Abyss because I love it and it reads so well, and yeah, so I'm just trying to hold on to my microphone here. Hold on just a wee second. There we go. Hopefully that'll save the sound for going in and out. I'm no technical. Just fly by the seat of my pants usually. Okay, so let's get a wee check in for Scorpio for September, mid-September. So let me know in the comments, how's your September been? Because it's been pretty intense. Okay, let's see. It has indeed been intense. Okay, so we have got the 6 of Cups. I love this 6 of Cups. Card of Scorpio. We have got the 5 of Pentacles. Card of Taurus, your opposite sign. And we have got the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful outcome card. So where are we starting here, Scorpio? Well, do you know where we're starting? We're starting in the past. We are starting in the past, and I feel like my darling little Scorpios, of which I know there are many who watch me. Thank you. It's kind of scary, but you know I love you. There's been a lot of, and this could be because of the eclipse energy, right? But there has been a lot of time spent thinking about things from the past, thinking about situations from the past, thinking about relationships from the past, be that romantic or otherwise. There seems to there's a feeling of could have, should have, would have, or for some of you it feels like you're remembering things from the long gone past, and then it's almost like you're worrying about them. Okay, so it's as if they're they're coming up, and you're worrying about things for the long distant forgotten past. Things, even like random crazy things, that you haven't thought about for like decades even. There feels like there's things that are coming up and you're like, oh, I wonder what would have happened if I had said this, or if I had done this. And that is quite unlike you, Scorpio. You're very much, that, well, when it's done, it's done. You're one of the signs that have got few regrets, because when you do something, you make a decision and it's like you stick to it, and it's either all in or all out with you. There's no middle ground, as you know, Scorpio. So, for you to have this kind of a period of thinking about the past, wondering about the past, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be a bad thing, it doesn't need to necessarily be about things that you feel that you could have done different to get a better outcome. It could just be things where, this is a period of time where you're kind of a bit melancholy for the past, like kind of a wishing, oh well, I wish that was the way it was, and that kind of thing. That's the kind of energy that's feeling like the 5 of Pentacles here. Now this is one of your opposite cards, right, because this is a card of Taurus, and the 5 of Pentacles, nobody wants to see this card, right? And I actually know a few Scorpios who really struggle with this card. I mean, this is a card that anybody struggles with, because I think it's just so, it's so poignant, the energy behind it, and it's so like, when we think about like Taurus energy. It's so far from how we picture Taurus energy, you know, that kind of it's very much that kind of a card of poverty, but you know, it doesn't necessarily need to be financial poverty, you know, it could be poverty in who is round about is, you know, it's Pentacles, so it's like we're spiritual currency. And there's like, it's almost like the feeling that I'm getting for this card is it feels like you've been left out of something, or you're feeling left out, and it could be, you know, that your circle of friends is changing, or the fact that you're changing, you can feel yourself changing, and as a result of that, your entire life is changing. You know, it's like who you were and what you did is different now. You know, and you're trying to find your place in the world. And that's interesting because, you know, that could be why these thoughts and feelings and memories of the past are coming up for you, because it's like you're trying to negotiate who you are now. And the only reference points you've got is who you have been. And that's the same for everybody, Scorpio, you know. But for this, you know, and I think that this eclipse energy has really brought that up for you. So I was like doing some work with the eclipse, like research, etc. for something. And the last time the eclipse season happened in the Pisces and Virgo arc of the zodiac was between 2014 and kind of 2016. Okay, so if you think back to that time in your life, you know what was going on. That was what was happening in the opposite, because the North Node was in Virgo and the South Node was in Pisces. The last time the North Node was actually in Pisces was way back in 2006. So the eclipse period between 2006 and 2008 is when this, you know, so we're closing up a cycle. So 18 years ago, if you were alive at that point, you know, or what was happening in your family at that point, what was going on, you know, what, were you having children, for instance, or were you changing jobs? Were you beginning a relationship? That kind of thing, you know. Did people pass away? You know, were you in a kind of a period of grieving and mourning? Because that can all those emotions and all those memories can be getting swirled up again. Okay, the outcome card what we've got is lovely. It's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, as I said, so the Ace of Pentacles here is really showing us that by digging deep, you know, in order to dig deep, you can find that the new seeds of who you are going to be. You know, planting the new seeds of a growth. You know, the germination process, it's like you've realised, you know, it's very much this ending in one cycle and going on to the next cycle. And it feels incredibly emotional. And I think it's taking you by surprise just how emotive this period in your life is becoming. So what I would suggest is, you know, somehow documenting it, whether that is journaling or vlogging or drawing something, you know, or making a memory book, something, you know, to document this period in your life, because it feels like it's really important to you, and it will become really important to you. Okay, Scorpio, so as always, pretty deep message for you. I hope the rest of September is glorious for you, and I will see you in October when we're preparing for your birthday season. Okay, take care. Bye bye, Scorpio.